My name's Emma and I'm a student money advisor here at the University of Surrey. The advisor role essentially involves supporting students with any aspect of their personal and their day-to-day finances during their studies. We can help students with anything from problems with accessing their student finance to finding additional sources of funding if they might be struggling financially, and potentially supporting them through the hardship fund as well for our students who are experiencing severe and unexpected financial difficulty while studying. We've seen a real increase in need for the hardship fund over the past few months. We've seen students in desperate situations outside of their control who are really struggling to devote the attention that they need to university and simply to survive financially during their studies. So we see students come to us to apply for hardship funding for all sorts of reasons, and students from all different backgrounds and circumstances. We have a lot of mature students, single parents, international students who have supported in the last year. To us, for example, if their financial situation has changed during the course of the academic year, if they were previously being supported by a parent or another family member, a partner, and that support has been withdrawn. Of students for whom, for whatever reason, family support isn't an option, whether that be because they're estranged, because they're care leavers, or because their family simply aren't in a position to support them financially due to their own situations. For some of our students with disabilities and neurodivergence conditions, such as autism, ADHD, it can be really difficult to manage studying and working simultaneously, and so support from the hardship fund allows them to focus on their studies in a way that's manageable for them and to complete their degree to a higher standard than they otherwise would. We've seen a real significant jump in terms of the applications that we're receiving. We are much busier in terms of the workload coming specifically from hardship fund applications. It's been really challenging for our students that we've supported within the money advice team. We've seen the cost of living crisis really impact our students this year. The price of simply being a student in Guildford is significantly higher now than it was a few years ago. We're seeing the student loan that the majority of our home students are receiving simply isn't stretching as far. We've seen a real increase in the number of students who are looking for part-time work alongside their studies. So we're seeing students who are working 30 hours a week alongside their studies to try and make ends meet. That's made finding employment in Guildford more competitive, which means for our students who come to university and need to work in order to be able to fund their studies, if they're unable to find work, that can be really challenging for them. So we've seen students, particularly within the last few months, for whom without hardship funding they simply wouldn't have been able to complete the year and progress into the following year or complete their study. And we've seen the impact that funding support can have. We've seen students graduate and tell us that they would not have been able to do that without our support. We've had students tell us that they were considering withdrawing, that they were able to complete their studies thanks to the support of the hardship fund. To those considering donating to the Forever Surrey Fund, I would say that your donation would make an invaluable difference. Your donation would allow our students to fully focus on their studies and to be free of any stress about their financial situations, which no student should have to face while studying, and would allow us to best support all of our students from all backgrounds, regardless of their financial situation.